Welcome! In this short video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of our masterclass that covers the continuous discovery habits from end to end. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Teresa Torres. I've spent the last 13 years working as a product discovery coach. I've been fortunate enough to work with teams all over the world from a wide variety of industries. Small teams as small as a 2-person founding team to large teams from multinational companies with hundreds of thousands of employees. One of the things I love about this is I get to test the discovery habits and the tactics that we use to teach them in a wide variety of contexts, which means they're very likely to work for you and your team. Before we dive into what the course covers, I want to talk a little bit about the term discovery and make sure that we're on the same page. So our course teaches newly empowered teams how to adopt good continuous discovery habits so they make good decisions about what to build. So we often talk about discovery in the context of delivery, where discovery is the work that we're doing when we're deciding what to build, and delivery is the work that we're doing when we build, ship, and maintain a production quality product. Over the past 5 to 20 years, depending on where you sit in the industry, we've seen two major trends in both of these areas. First, we're seeing teams move to a more continuous delivery cadence, and that's driving the need for a more continuous discovery cadence. And second, we're seeing companies recognize if they want to make good decisions about what they're building, they need to build in fast feedback loops with their customers. And this is exactly what I wrote about in my book, Continuous Discovery Habits. In that book, I define continuous discovery as, at a minimum, weekly touch points with customers by the team building the product, where they're conducting small research activities in pursuit of a desired product outcome. And I tend to visualize it this way. The key assumption here is we're starting with an empowered product team. So a team that's being asked to drive an outcome, not just deliver a fixed set of outputs. Once that outcome is in place, we're having our product team look at 2 small research activities that they're doing on a continuous basis. The first is they're interviewing week over week with the intent of uncovering unmet customer needs, pain points, and desires. The visual that you see in the middle here is called an opportunity solution tree. We're using this visual to make sure that we stay focused on our outcome, which represents business value. We're interviewing to uncover customer value. We're using this visual to make sure those things stay aligned. We're looking at how do we create customer value in a way that drives business value. And then, of course, we're using assumption testing over here on the right side of the visual to help us explore solutions. We're learning how to take our solutions, break them down into their underlying assumptions, quickly test those so that we can make sure that we're building the right solutions that target those customer needs in a way that drives business value by driving that business outcome. Now, most product teams don't know how to work this way. We've historically asked them to deliver features, and we don't know how to tackle these more wide open challenges of driving outcomes. So in our masterclass, we teach you how to do exactly this. Let's walk through the curriculum. We start by teaching you how to define clear outcomes. You're going to learn how to define business outcomes by starting with your product's revenue model. So we're going to work to understand, how does our product make money? How does the work that our product team does contribute to how our product makes money? Most of those are business outcomes that tend to be lagging indicators of success. So we're then going to derive product outcomes that are leading indicators of those business outcomes. We're going to learn about traction metrics, which allow us to measure the impact of different features, but they're not the right scope for our discovery work. And the key here is we're going to learn how to set an appropriate outcome for our discovery that ensures that we're driving business value in a way that works for our customers. In week 2, we're going to learn about continuous interviewing. You're going to learn how to automate your recruiting process so that you always have a customer to talk to. You're going to learn how to ask the right questions so that you gain insights week over week. And of course, we're going to practice how to excavate real customer stories so you get the full context when you hear about specific customer needs. In week 3, we're going to learn how to map the opportunity space using opportunity solution trees. This is going to help us stay aligned as a team, making sure that we're always focused on reaching our outcome. We're going to learn how to break big, hard, intractable challenges into smaller and smaller opportunities so that we can find a continuous cadence to our work. And we're going to get a big picture view so that we're able to make more strategic decisions about where we want to play. And all of that is going to help us drive more impact. In week 4, we're going to learn about effective ideation techniques. The first step is we're going to learn how to choose the right opportunity for this moment in time. We're then going to learn how to quickly generate many ideas and why it's important to do so. You're going to learn how to mix and match and build off of your colleagues' ideas. And you're going to learn how to quickly select the most compelling ideas. In week 5, we're going to learn how to identify the assumptions that our ideas depend upon. We're going to do this by starting with story mapping. Story mapping helps us align as a team around what our ideas mean and how they might work. We're going to use that story map to generate specific assumptions, which are going to help us quickly evaluate how much risk lies behind each idea. And then we're going to identify which assumptions are safe and which ones might need more testing. And then finally, in week 6, we're going to dive into assumption testing. You're going to learn how to design assumption tests that you can run in 1 or 2 days so that they're quick. You're going to learn how to define success criteria up front so that your team is aligned and knows how to act on your tests. And you're going to learn how to make better decisions based on what you're learning. Throughout class, you're going to work as a team. I want to talk a little bit about our teaching philosophy. All of our courses, including this masterclass, are evidence-based. We draw from research on problem solving, decision making, critical thinking, and of course we combine that with best practices and tactics from some of the highest performing product teams from around the world. They're practice oriented. You're going to learn by doing. A lot of the activities that we just discussed, you'll do as a team. So you learn how to collaborate with your cross-functional peers. You'll do it hands-on using a digital whiteboard, collaborating together. And of course, they're community supported. So throughout the course, you're going to have access to peers, your instructor team, where you can always get help as you run into challenges, either doing the course activities or in between our live sessions when you're trying to apply it to your own work. This course is a live taught course. We meet for 2 hours a week with a real instructor. You have the opportunity to participate live, do hands-on activities with your teams. We have cohorts offered throughout the year. The next cohort is likely starting soon. You can learn more about this course at learn.producttalk.org/CDH Masterclass, and there's a link in the description below. I hope you'll join us.